Okay, so here we have the AndyPi LCD kit, and I'm just going to show you briefly how to put it together. The first thing we need to do is to cut one of the wires in half, strip the ends so that there's some bare wire, and then we need to solder that up to the variable resistor. One of the wires needs to go on the top, and the other wire needs to go on either of the bottom two pins. It doesn't matter which one you use, just choose one or the other. So you'll end up with something like this, and as you can see, that's soldered on and ready to be used. The next thing we need to do is put the header pins onto the LCD. So you can see this is a blank one here. We need to insert the 16 pins in there like that, and then we need to solder that on. Now what I suggest you do to start with is to solder one of the centre pins and make sure everything's aligned and straight, and apply solder onto each of the pins along here. Now once you've reached that stage, we're almost completed, but we just need to add on an extra wire, which is this. So this is a solid core piece of wire, and you need to strip one of the ends about 5mm and about 20mm from the other end, so you've got something like this. Then what we need to do is a little bit more soldering. We bend up the wires and we solder the short end onto the 16th pin, which is labelled K there. So that's after you've already soldered the header pin in place. And the next one we need to twist around and solder onto pin 1 here. Now there will be a little bit of extra wire coming off, which is exactly what we want. It will need to be trimmed down, but eventually this is used as a second pin labelled as VSS here. So we'll fold that down, and eventually it will be the variable resistor which connects to that like this. So that's it. It's very straightforward, just a little bit of soldering to complete the kit, and you'll end up with on the LCD something like this. You can see the solid core wire across there and the extra pin created on the top.